Hey guys, it's Filthy. Welcome to Season 31. This is my playthrough on the Asia server. It shows you how to get any Haedrig 6-piece in 2 hours. You're going to make a Necromancer, you're going to complete the season journey on the Necromancer, you're then going to swap onto the class you actually want to play and open your 6-piece Haedrig. Very powerful for Demon Hunter, which is the example I'm going to show you. Very powerful for Wizard. Very powerful for all of the classes because Necro just makes an absolute mockery of things. I am going to use the Challenge Rift bag. I make a couple of really big whoopsies doing this playthrough. I get really bad luck on a few things, but I just wanted to kind of give you a little flavour as to what the video is going to be. So this is going to be a 2-hour, 10-minute-ish playthrough. You're going to hear me complain a lot because I do so many things wrong. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's useful. I think genuinely you could probably get any Haedrig in about an hour and a half with a little bit of good luck and not making the mistakes that I do. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. Yeah, roll the video.
What does one say to an ancient Nephilim ghost?
I suppose you start with...
Beat that, you little trout sniffer.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
What's going on YouTube? It's Filthy and we're back with another video. This is Season 31. We're going to do a leveling guide. We're going to do a complete playthrough on the Necro. Depending on how time goes, we're going to maybe complete the 6-piece journey with the Demon Hunter. So the idea is we're going to play through the Necro completely and we're going to basically then collect the bags on the Demon Hunter and get the Unhallowed Essence set. So at the moment, first thing obviously is to just hire the Templar. We need to salvage some of his stuff. We need to take the weapon for ourselves so that we can do more damage. We're going to unlock the first altar level for the double XP and the double duration on kill streaks. We're going to put on a pet because I near enough always forget to do that. We may as well put on some wings just to make the character a little bit more identifiable. Game is set on master. We're going to do soft core. We have got the Challenge Rift bag. Now I'm going to use this. I've done leveling last season without the Challenge Rift bag, and you can go and watch that video. I've done a playthrough doing Necro to level 18 and swapping to Wizard. So there are guides without using the Challenge Rift, but because this is Asia server, it's not going to be my main character. It's just for illustrative purposes. I'm going to use the bag on the Necro, and I'm hoping that we can get through the Haedrig's journey in about 2 hours. We're really hoping to hit the Corpse Explosion gloves with our blood shards. This is looking pretty sketchy. Oh, come on, guys. Well, sometimes these things happen. Right, 86% of you will get the Corpse Explosion gloves, and it will make your run so much faster. So we're already off to some bad luck, but never mind. You can only play the cards you get dealt, and at least this will be a kind of worse case scenario. Maybe when we upgrade our two-handed scythe, we'll get a bit more luck. Now, you don't want to talk to the Enchantress till level 11. She's going to have a pretty decent weapon for us. Really bummed about not getting those Corpse Explosion gloves. They make the whole thing absolutely miles faster because you don't even need the Lord Gem if you get the Corpse Explosion gloves. So we might well end up making a second Necromancer to try and get those. The cube is normally, I say normally, on the left hand side. You've got to go to level 2, which is the Elder Sanctum. It's normally on the left hand side of the map. It can be on any side though, so just bear that in mind. We're just going to try and mask a bonus as best we can. We are looking basically for level 4 for Corpse Explosion, because that does loads of damage, which is great. And once we've got that, then we can start blowing up corpses, and that makes life so much easier for us. And if we had Corpse Explosion gloves, well, as soon as we got the cube with our goodie bag, we could extract them. But never mind, I'm going to have to let that go because we don't have them. So really, all you need to do is just generate one corpse, and one corpse will be enough to blow stuff up. Now, going to get the cube on master will get more increasingly difficult as we go, just simply because we're going to level up quite quickly with our streaks. I've let that drop, unfortunately, which is a bit of a bummer. We want to ignore the elite enemies. They are no bueno. We don't want to waste time trying to kill them. All we're doing really for this run is to get the cube and pick up whatever levels we can. It looks like the cube might be on the right hand side of this one. I'm just going to have a little explore down the bottom just to see, because sometimes it's in this little corner here, which it might well be actually. Now when we get into the second zone, it will start to get tough. There are elite enemies that will cause us some problems, and that's going to be the hardest part of this. But again, similarly, all we need to do is get to level 11. Once we do that, we get the weapon off the Enchantress. That's quite a big power up, to be fair. So we might well die doing this, because again, we're trying to push things to the max. We've got a 50 kill streak, so let's just go to the next floor. We'll get the healing on the Templar. Right, so 2 more levels, nearly 1 more level, because we're almost most of the way through 9. We want to ignore that yellow enemy. Don't get bogged down attacking crappy elites, because they will really hurt, even on Master at this early stage. And as soon as we get level 11, we're porting back to town to get the Enchantress weapon to make this faster. So level 10, that is good. Almost there. This tile set is always the same. It's always the same journey to go and get the cube, I think. What did we get? 72 streak, and I've let it drop again. You want to try and keep up your bonus as best you can. Obviously, look, commentating and playing, I say this every time I do this, is more difficult than it seems, so you guys will be better at this than me. Also taking the wrong turn, despite saying this tile set is the same all the time. But we're nearly at level 11. I think if we die, we'll just resurrect in town and we'll pick up the weapon that way, I think. I'm hoping that leaves us a portal back here. Can't quite remember. The level 11 weapon will be good. Right, we've now got the command skeletons. Again, we're just frenetically trying to run through this. So you could stop and do stuff with the skills. Like we've got rune, I think, already to be placed upon our bone spikes. So this is a good part, I think, to stop, because we will be level 11 when we go back to town. We may as well just get the weapon off the Enchantress, because it just makes sense. She's in this corner over here on Act 3, I think. Yeah, there she is. Howdy doody. I'm on Asia, so my lag is not amazing. Slightly better toughness gloves from our failed attempt at Kadala. Still difficult to let it go. Right, bone spikes, we want sudden impact. Bone spear, we want actually, we're going to swap on to Gift of Death now. We're level 11, because that will generate a corpse. Bloody Mess for the increased radius on corpse explosion. As soon as we hit level 13, we're going for the golem. We'll take Fueled by Death on the passives to try and make us a little faster. So now, whenever the mages die, they will leave us a juicy corpse. And as you can see, this is a little bit easier already with our super juiced up level 11 Enchantress weapon. And I'm hoping to be not too far away from level 18 once we've done this. Again, if I'd masker bonus a little better, we would be nearer. Ignore Visions of Enmity to begin with. They will just get you into trouble. First task is get the cube. That would have been potentially to extract the corpse explosion gloves, but we missed them. So that is that. Right, 13. If we hit the cursed chest, I think we might make it. We need to put the golem on when we get chance, because basically that's just like an on-demand part of the corpses, which is really nice for corpse explosion. And then the next task after that will basically be to go and get diamonds. Now, if we didn't have the level 11 weapon, this like elite monster here would be a bit of a problem. But with it, it's no problemo. Drop the kill streak again. I've really not done this particularly well. If you do go the whole way and there is the chest here, you can be level 18. I have done that in the past. So it looks like we're going to have to go and do a little bit of masker bonus leveling. But objective number 1 is done. We have the cube. Let's see if any of these gloves are better. They are not. We didn't even get a single yellow pair of gloves. I mean, like, that is rough. 19 pairs of blue gloves. Right, okay, so we're going to leave the game on Master because I think that feels fairly comfortable. We're going to put on the Golem for the corpses. And we're just going to go... So let's try Torment 1 just to see, because Corpse Explosion is super powerful and we do need to get to level 18 as soon as we possibly can, because level 18 is where Diamonds unlock. So have a little look at Torment 1. And if it is too hard... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't click the cube. Oh, I've got to go back and get the cube. Guys, do this better than me. Oh, I can't believe that. Well, look, sometimes in life, guys, you make mistakes, you have disasters. This is why I play through this, so that you can learn from my whoopsies. Absolutely fuming with myself. We're going to have to drop this as well, because we're not going to be able to go and get the cube on Torment 1, because we're just going to get one shot by elites. In fact, let's just lower it completely, because we want to just go and get the cube. So we just want to lower this to hard. Right, we'll pop all the chests. The getting of diamonds is in the loot pool from level 18, but just any chests potentially can have them. Maybe RNGs will smile on me despite my mistakes, and we will actually be able to find a diamond goblin on the way. That would make up for things somewhat, I think. Level 15. What a disaster. I mean, at least on the slightly plus side, the masker bonus leveling in here is good. So let's just take a deep breath, try and focus, and try and do the best we can. He says, dropping his masker bonus streak again. Well, in your run, you will be able to do this quicker, because you won't mess up the cube. And you'll get Corpse Explosion Gloves. I know you will. So if you are doing this playthrough and you do get the Corpse Explosion Gloves, let me know. And let me know if you manage to collect the cube without being a bonehead. Well, normally speaking, when I do these playthroughs, my luck is absolutely godly. I do the correct things, I don't make mistakes, and then on the season launch, actually for EU, which is where I obviously really care about, I tend to get quite bad luck. So maybe this time around it'll be the exact opposite, and I'll get good luck this time around. But it looks like we might well be, we'll be level 18 by the time I get the cube for the second time. And then what we're going to do after that is just simply reset the game a bunch and play Zoltan Cool until he gives us some diamonds. Now if we do get the cursed chest, I think we might well actually get diamonds out of it. So again, let's see if we can get just a little bit of lucky to make some time back. The game is dropping us wizard hats. Necromancers do not like wizards. We cannot use this. Serves me right for using the Challenger bag, doesn't it? This is karma. Kind of hoping to be at 17, like 40 minutes with Corpse Explosion Gloves. Right, we've got a cursed chest, so this is fine, and a resplendent, so we're not going to open that until we get to level 18, in the hope that by the time we get to level 18 we'll have this cursed chest and that resplendent chest, and that might buy us diamonds, so we might make the time back that I've rather sillily thrown away. So perhaps my leveling fortunes are changing. Right, we'll definitely get it once this kill streak pops, but we might be able to get it before then. the level 18 for the diamonds. Now, if you're doing the Torment 1 bounties on Necro, you'll probably have to play a little bit more until Haedrig is fully trainable. Because the Torment 1 bounties will give you the Death's Breath that you need, which obviously we've got out of our Challenge Rift bag. Let's see, no diamonds in there. Any in this Resplendent chest? No. But we have found a whole bunch of gear, so that is going to be handy for us. Do not know what happened there. Pop that chest on. We can train the Templar. Go down the left hand side. No, we're in combat. And we've got bone armor now. 30% damage reduction once we get that stacked. That is nice. I cannot believe I didn't collect the cube. And I cannot believe I didn't get corpse explosion gloves. What a shocker. Right, another kill streak, we'll be at level 20, so I mean really we need this second node of the altar. That's what gives us our super performance. Right, let's click the bloody thing this time. There we go. Oh dear. Right, we want to go and kill Zoltan Cool over and over again for diamonds. He needs to be the boss bounty though, so let's have a little check. He is not. It's Magda. We don't want to run to Magda. It takes too long. Difficulty doesn't matter, so we just put it on normal, just so that we can kill Zoltan Cool as fast as possible. Just double checking we don't get any diamonds out of it. Somebody left a comment saying you get diamonds out of the Challenge of Cash. You unfortunately do not. Now this is just lucky dip. There's a 1 in 4 chance every time you start the game it will be cool, because the other bosses are Magda, Vidian and Belial, I think. But Belial's probably not too bad. It's not too far to run, but he's got phases to his fight. So again, Zoltan Cool is going to be your preferred choice. And of course we don't get him. Of course we don't. But it's okay, because the next game you've always got that 1 in 4 chance. There we go. Right, now if we get lucky we get 2 diamonds out of this. If we're unlucky we get no diamonds out of this, and if we have middling luck we get 1. And I'm trying to teleport, pressing my mouse button to teleport on Necro. Unfortunately, I've got that currently set to the golem. Let's just do some spam clicking. There we go. Alright, do we get the 2 diamonds? Yes, we do. Well, that's at least something, isn't it? Okay. We don't need to worry about this gear. We're going to equip a load of level 70 stuff now. Okay, so next task is to train the jeweler up so that we can combine these 2 diamonds into a flawless. Which is nice, that's done. Let's go to Act 1 and get Node 2 unlocked. And then once that is done, we can then craft and upgrade our 2-hand legendary scythe, which we're going to use. We're going to do a Sage's set, I hope. So sacrifice, okay. And we'll see what else we can do. Right, okay, let's train Haedrig to the max. Forge weapons, 2-handed scythe. Yep, okay, we're just going to upgrade this. We get 1 upgrade in the cube. Let's hope there's something good. Not the Meltorius, please. Okay, we've got Nares, so we need to use poison skills. Each poison skill is going to give us 100% extra damage. So we're going to go Sage's Belt. We're going to run out of Veil Crystal, so we will have to convert some stuff in the cube. Do we have enough? Yeah, we can do a hat. We're going to do boots as well, I think. So we need to go to the cube and do the conversion. So we want to convert reusable parts into veiled crystals, because we have the mats to do this. Right, Mr. Templar. Let's do that. And we're going to go boots. Sage's boots. Okay. Any ruby is going to go into our helmet. And then from here, let's do pants, level 70. Brilliant. Let's do shoulders, level 70. Let's do gloves, level 70. Bracer, and then we should be, bracer, chest, and then goods to go. We've just got enough. So one conversion, fully kitted out. I'm not even checking this stuff because we can worry about it a little bit later if and when we start to get into difficulty. Right, okay, we're just going to wait on a ruby, I think. Okay, so now we should be pretty T6 viable. We just need to have a little look at the skills to make sure we're using poison ones. So we can put bone pillars, that's one poison skill. We're going to take bone spear with blighted marrow. I think we need to wait until level 28 to get close quarters. We need to get dislocation. I'm going to leave on flesh golem. We are also going to put Commander of the Risen Dead on for the cooldown reduction. And I am going to put the skeletons on S, so if I accidentally press teleport, it's not a problem. Okay, Temple of the Firstborn. We'll just do one run real quick, and then we should be good after that. We should have like the runes we need. And it looks like we've got the cursed chest, which is good. And the levels now will flow. And the thing as well is with this we can just ignore the chest and try and carry on and build this streak, because we don't really need. I was going to say we don't need what's inside it, but that's probably not true, because we are still on the lookout for a ruby. But all gear that drops, we don't really care unless it happens to actually be jewellery. That's the only thing we care about. That might be jewellery, so we'll pick it up. We could jump into visions. There's nothing wrong with that. You can go legendary item shopping, essentially. I don't think we'll need to, though. So I would just simply be trying to level as much as I could. Diamond, so we don't want that. Let's just reset that game and try and get that done again. Need to put on the poison rune on bone armor and on corpse explosion. It's a shame we don't get the radius with the bigger corpse explosion, but we'll take the poison one. Now, of course, at some point we're not going to be able to do this on T6, but I'm hoping that's going to be like maybe late 50s. Right, so bone armor, dislocation is another poison skill. Close quarters is poison. We don't get kill commands till 47, so let's just pick a different poison skill. Let's go with Nova. We will get Dark Reaping for essence and life per kill. When do we unlock teleport? Oh, we've got it now, actually. Let's just take teleport. I know it's less damage, but having teleport is just makes everything faster. So the way Nares works is each poison skill is adding 100% damage. So going from like 500 to 600 is only like a 20% increase. Going from 400 to 500 is not like a full massive increase. We don't need to worry too much about it. And we've got the chest again, so that's a little bit of luck too. Let's get the bone armor going. Pop the chest. Right, so these are the Nair stacks here in the bottom. We want to be on 4 stacks, I think, for 400% increased damage. We might well be able to stay on a moderate torment for the whole time. 400% damage is decent. If we had the corpse explosion gloves as well, you would be torment 6 the whole way. I think subject to your toughness. And you just need to press these poison abilities once every 15 seconds, because if you don't, then you don't get the damage buff. So like it's dropped off now to 3. Press bone armor, it's back up to 4. And, as we say, we're just looking for the ruby. Ruby. There we go, square ruby, that'll do. I can go in. And now I'm less bothered about opening the chests until we get to 61. The marquee gems. Now, there's an argument that you can go and do the bounties around about now, once you've got teleport, or do a couple of the bounties just to get them out of the way, because of course you have to do a full set of bounties for your season journey. But the difficulty with doing them pre-70 is that you do not, unfortunately, get the benefit of fingers in the wrong place. You don't get the benefit of the plans dropping, and that's a biggie. So there are 2 plans you can buy from a vendor, and you will have a lot of gold. Obviously, we've got like 4.7 million from the Challenger of Cash thing, but the difficulty with it is that you need about 7 million to buy 2 sets of plans. So I think it's probably best to just get to 70, and then you don't have to stress over that. And plus at 70, anything can drop. Now, I think what I'm hoping is that we're going to be able to do the season journey on the Necro without the Lord Gem. So if we just use this Nares, I'm hoping we'll be able to just simply do Torment 4 GR20 solo without needing to go and get the Lord Gem, because that will make things a bit faster. That'll save us about 10 or 15 minutes, I think, on the time. If we have Corpse Explosion Gloves, I know you can do it with just those. So we might be okay. We can always go and get... we can make another level 1 Necro and roll the Corpse Explosion Gloves again if we get any blood shards, which obviously at 70 we will start to acquire some. But the goal really, because this is a Necromancer, but actually what I want to really do on this example is play a Demon Hunter. So I'm not really terribly interested in building out the Necro. So any resources we come across at level 70, actually what I want to do is put them into the Necro. Right, let's try and do this a little better this time as a better example. So we're activating all of the poison abilities so that now we can do 400% increased damage, and then we're just simply trying to keep them up. We need to swap onto Molting, the rune on Teleport on Blood Rush at some point, because we of course want to leave a corpse behind when we teleport. Right, so this is not the right tile set, but I still think it's worth exploring, because you can still get a decent kill streak even without the chest. And the main selling point of the chest, or one of the main selling points, is the gear that you get. And obviously we don't really need it. Bone armor stacks, of course, are very important. Trying to keep those at 10, because the further we go down this, the harder and harder it's going to be to actually kill stuff. But we're just looking for the rooms where all of the little bug things drop from the sky. here in this corridor. And just try and keep the kill streaks up as best you can. As I say, trying to record and do it is not the easiest thing in the world. It looks super easy. It looks barely an inconvenience, but trust me, have a go. It is more difficult than I think. That's my excuse anyway for being potato. Resplendent chest. Maybe we get a red gem out of it. We do. Is it the one we have? No, it's a better one, I think. Right, and let's leave the game. And when you get better red gems, just shove them in your helmet and just try and obviously make your character better. I haven't rerolled any of the gear. Again, that's something that you can do, but we don't need to worry too much about it at the moment. It's about half an hour gone. We should be further down the line because of the obvious horrendous mistakes at the start. We can pop in a few extra gems. Why not? Just make everything a little better. We've still got no rings. That's fine. And we're just going to go and do Temple of the Firstborn again. Right, so do we have the rune? We do. Let's get that on. So we now generate a corpse when we teleport. That's actually quite handy in terms of getting our first little go of stuff off. Because generally with corpse explosion, you just need that one explosion to get things going. And then from there, you're golden. I feel like we're being a little unlucky with some of the density here in terms of keeping up this streak. And we've got the rubbish room again, unfortunately. If you get to that layout of room where it's not a square, basically it's more of a rectangle, then you can still get the cursed chest. It's just it's guaranteed, I think, on the other tile set. So if you come to the square room first, there is guaranteed to have that area for us. It might well still be here. Sometimes it's at the back down, kind of on the east side of things, but it's not guaranteed. So we'll see. The golem should help us with elites. We're running a little bit out of damage against elites. If we find some jewellery, that'll help a little bit, but at some point we might well just have to duck this down to T5, T4, something like that. I mean, we should be kind of T4-ish capable, because I think that's where we'll be at level 70. So that would make a little bit of sense. Now we're past level 61, so we do have the ability now to get Reaper of Souls gears. Doesn't look like this is going to give us the chest, so we're just going to bug out of this one and start again. But no problem with dropping it to Torment 5. You're just trying to keep this kind of fast and punchy. Each run should only take you a couple of minutes. And then we need to go and work on Season Journey. But we've stopped really doing any damage now without corpse exploding, which tells me we're running a little bit out of juice. But the good news, the reason it's so powerful to do this leveling here is because these little bug things are just so easy to kill. But I think this will be the last run on Torment 6, because I think we're going to be feeling the lack of toughness and damage. Right, so I think we have managed to get the cursed chest on this one. So just pop the golem down, and that basically starts us off with everything. And once we've got golem, we've got corpses, we've got 4 stacks of nares. Of course, your other options would be a Riley and a Shadow Hook, which would offer less damage than nares, but it does offer the convenience of being able to pick what you want. So you can pick the bigger rune on Corpse Explosion, which might make you a little faster. You can get the Maltaurus, which buffs up Bone Spear, which is a bit crap to be honest, because it's not buffing up the Corpse Explosion. But if you got the Corpse Explosion gloves, you'd be at similar power levels, if not more, than the Nares anyway. I mean, like, even now, we still don't really need the Nares at 4 stacks to blow this stuff up. We just need corpses. The other one is the Blood-Tide Blade, which is great for Nova. Ooh, 67. Just before he shot us. Just. Let's do 5. See if we can keep it on 5. We might be able to. As soon as we get to 70, we're dropping the game down, I think, to Master. I'm going to do the bounties on Master just to make them as fast as humanly possible. Right, because we've got the Cursed Temple bounty, we absolutely 100% have the Cursed Chest this time, I think. I think that's how that works. But Corpse Explosion puts in absolute work whilst leveling. Now, if you're not doing the Challenge with Bag, you do just have to spend a bit of time potentially in Visions of Enmity to build up your material pool. Like your mats that you can do conversions and stuff. And you'll have to do some of them to get bounty mats to do any extraction. If you do decide you're going to try and do the trying to do the Sages set, then again you'll need it for that. Oh, I also haven't blamed lag yet. We are on Asia. I'm based in the UK, so let's blame some lag for some of my poor play. Lag is why I didn't get the cube. It was too laggy. That was the problem. I definitely clicked it. It was not my fault. Now, I'm unsure, because I would have thought we would have got the chest in that room. So maybe the chest doesn't always spawn if you get that room. That's always been my understanding, that it is 100% spawn chance. Let's see. Maybe we can get 70. We just need, like, yeah, a whole bunch of this stuff. We might just simply be a little too short. What is it, $1 short in the day late? 100 kill streak. Is it going to be enough? Well, it looks like we're running around in circles, which is not good. So no, we're going to have to do another one. Bummer, man. The other option is to just simply start the bounties now on Master. In fact, I might do that just to get rid of some, because we should get these last little bars done. Just as long as we don't actually complete any of the bounties, we should be fine. Now, we've got a checklist of stuff to do at 70. So we're going to have a little look. We're looking for Rakanoth, Ishwal, Siegebreaker, Sidea. Any of those on any of these bounties will be fine. Belial, I think, is a Torment 2-1. Is he? No, he's just a Master. So let's go do this. Let's go kill Belial and do these set of bounties. So this is Act 2 is going to be done. I picked up a Marquise Ruby. Not that we need it. Is that a ring? Yeah, slap it on. You need to click Cursed Chests, guys. This is how it is. Now, for these bounties, it might actually be sensible to just simply swap off the Nares, swap off the rune on Corpse Explosion to the bigger radius, because we don't really care. We should just absolutely smoke Master with Necro. You'd smoke Master with no modifiers at all. You don't, I'm literally just pressing corpse explosion at this point. Alright, there we go, and that hopefully will be 70. Excellent. Level 70, 40 minutes, including messing things up royally. So, not too bad. Kill Yeth. Yeth, please. And that is why we want to leave things on master, because we just want to basically kill stuff as fast as we can. Right, I think we have to head this way rather than the other way. So now the goal, just get through the bounties as fast as we can, chalk off some of the other bosses from like the season journey. If you want access to your season journey, you just press Shift J on PC, and it will tell you all the stuff that you need to do. But yeah, we just want to be one-shotting stuff. We may as well pick up white items. That's just good habit to get into. They are useful because you can convert them into stuff. And now we're level 70. I guess we will have a little look at picking stuff up. Now, we don't want to put anything else into this necro. So any Death's Breath we find, we're putting into Demon Hunter. So we're going to be upgrading bows in the cube, and any shards that we get are basically going on satchels. Right, let's go to Belial now that we're 70. Again, you don't want to be doing him pre-70. I still think we're missing a ring, which is quite funny. Again, we're just really... If you have to stop, you have to stop, but in general, we're just basically looking to skip all this nonsense. I'll take the 2 Death's Breath, though. Worth standing in the explosion for. We've got Paragon. Everything goes into move speed as much as we can, because we're not really bothered about killing any of this stuff. We just want to get through it. It's literally just a checklist, and that's that. So if you compare your bounties with like a boss from that act, then that will save you a little bit of time, because then you won't have to come and do those separately. So possibly worth a few game resets to fish. Okay, so now we fight Belial. Right, no golem. Unfortunately, we have to wait for that to reset. Go, chunked most of his health off with that. A little slower than I would have liked. Oh no, I haven't put final service on. Oh no. Oh, I forgot. I don't think we've put another passive on. Oh, I thought we had final service. I was literally just like, that's fine. We don't. Doesn't matter if he kills us. We'll put the cheat death on. So remember, guys, at 70, final service. God, imagine if that was hardcore, hey? Again, I play these things. I am potato. Learn from my mistakes. Be better than I am. Yes, and you will most certainly have a better run than this. Right, okay. Phase 2, let's try this again. Yeah, I don't think we had the full 4 stacks of nares there, so that was pretty silly. Just waiting on the golem. As soon as the golem's back, we'll be able to kill this guy immediately, I think. The golem pants are amazing for necro. If you're lucky enough to find those, then bully for you. There we go. Is that done? And of course, you know, at 70, we're now kind of at the mercy of RNG. It depends what the game drops us as to how fast or quick or slow or whatever this is. Mysterious Cave, I'm going to say, is going to be down. Now, if we had any other weapon other than the nares, then I would probably be swapping the rune to the move speed rune on the bone armor. Just again, eke out that little bit more move speed just to get this done slightly faster. Not the best bounty, this one, unfortunately. It is absolutely miles away. And somebody out there is going to get an absolutely godly run of this, where they're gonna get a pair of Stuart's Greaves immediately, which is going to be so useful. I can't remember if we get stuck going that way, so let's just go round. And this should hopefully be it down at the bottom of the map. I think this is part of getting the Staff of Herding, so you know, maybe, I can't remember which part it is, but maybe if we get lucky, we will get that. I don't know if we have to kill the yellow to get this guy. No, we just have to kill whatever was there. Got another Death's Breath, so that's good. That'll help us in our Demon Hunter journey. Because once we get another 13 DBs, we can take a stab at upgrading a bow. Now, we're just looking to basically ignore all this stuff. Don't care about killing stuff on level 1, just get to level 2. Just trying to whiz through this as fast as possible. Without our corpse explosion gloves, without the cube, and with dying on Belial. So next season when we come back and do this, I will have learnt something, and hopefully we can do it faster and better. Now, pop the resplendent chest, may as well. Nope, nobody down there. Let's try this way. Oh no, there is. They've just spawned. Appeared as if from nowhere. I've got an elite enemy. Maybe we should be doing these on normal. I can hear a goblin. Pool of Reflection, I guess, helps us. I've forgotten to add the Paragon, haven't I? Of course I have. Let's do that once we've done this run, because we've got a little bit of move speed to add. I'm not too fussed picking up yellows and blues, just because they are slightly not worth it. Sometimes the golem goes a bit nuts like that. Like I pressed that and then no corpses came. I can't explain that. I don't know why. Just sometimes happens. 2 more Death's Breath though, so that is good. And again, starting to get a little bit laggy on the Asia with the clickety click clicks. Ancient Devices, again, unfortunately, is another crap bounty. It's quite big, open area. Lots of running around. Yeah, and I'm now experiencing about a half a second input delay. I've forgotten to do Paragon again. The only advantage of this bounty is because you get to kill some elites. You might get some Death's Breath. Let's just go armor, and let's do resource cost reduction. My little yellow indicators have disappeared for some unknown reason. I swear they were here when I loaded this up. Like, is that's taking me to a different map? That yellow arrow. There we go. See, like, look at this. Look at these things we have to put up with. Disappearing, reappearing, like, information and arrows. Weird. And of course, the elite has shielding. Of course. Why would we expect anything different? So this is device number 2. Number 3 is there. This is, again, a terrible bounty because I have no idea where the other one is. Ooh, 2 more DBs. We'll take the diamond. I have no idea where the other one is, and you can end up wasting quite a bit of time, unfortunately, looking around for them. Let's hope that as we travel to this third one, the fourth one becomes known to us on the map, which it does not. So, I have no idea where this is. Let's try up. Up is as good as any. So we just obviously put the map overlay on, hoping we just come across this. It could be down to the south. We could have just gone completely the wrong way. It's looking a little bit like that might be the case. Should have made a mental note when we popped in as to where they were, because I'm sure it showed up at the start. Now, how fast you can do this will depend a little bit on your knowledge of bounties. If you for instance, know that this is a kind of crap one and that you don't want to be doing it, then by all means you can sack it off and leave it. Try it over here. No, got a feeling it's down here, bottom right. Of course, it's the big advantage for grouping, isn't it? As in, you can split all this stuff up, and there's 3 or 4 of you all running around trying to find stuff. Makes it faster. Yeah, bottom right. We're really not getting lucky breaks today, guys. Every time we've got an up, down, left or right, it's going wrong. Some self-inflicted idiotic things with the cube, which was silly. And no corpse explosion gloves as well. But we've still got another hour to get this done in the 2-hour time frame. And that's with making a bunch of mistakes. So that, I think, is at least encouraging. We'll open the Resplendent. You never know. Don't get anything. Ooh, Ruby, Emerald. Actually, we will pick up those. That will be useful. If we do Necro, you'd be looking to upgrade all these scythes to try and get more modifiers for like Corpse Explosion, Nova, and that sort of thing. But that's not what we're doing. So let's open. We're hoping to see jeweler plans. Which I don't think we did. Did we get any? We did, yes. We got picked up 1 there. You should get at least 1 per run. And that's how you're going to do that part of the season journey. Which is why if you do the bounties earlier, you then got to go and farm some goblins. Or do more bounties. Neither of which is particularly useful. Right. Okay, so that's Belial done. Let's just have a little look. Who did we get in Act 1? We got the Butcher. We don't want to do the Butcher. we got Siege Breaker. Again, I don't think we want to do... Oh yeah, we do. Siege Breaker's fine. We can do Siege Breaker because we only have to kill him on hard. So let's go do that. 25, a whopping 25 blood shards. I guess we'll stop and kill the elites just in case we get their Death's Breath. Nope, not that time. What a disaster. I cannot believe. Still cannot believe I left the cube. That is so bad. Well, we'll see. But this is, I'm hoping that we can get GR20 done without having to resort to putting anything into the Necro. That will require clearing Torment 4 first, because otherwise we're going to end up getting a bit stuck. Pop all the chests. Again, you never know. White item will pick up because that is useful for the materials. Just in case you don't know, when you break down items, white gives the most by a mile, and then you can just convert white into something else later to save you having to repeatedly pick up loads of stuff. And unfortunately, Necro's teleport ability is not amazing for this. It's fine because it's on a cooldown, but really, it's those Stuart Screws boots that I was talking about a little earlier that make it super fast if you can get them. But easier said than done. Right, can we blow up the... I'm pressing the corpse explosion button, but the game is not registering it. Evidenced by the fact that there's still corpses. I was literally mashing my corpse explosion key then. 2 more DBs, which is nice. And some more gems. Again, if we see any jewellery, we'll pick it up. I mean, I suppose technically we should be having a little look at some of this stuff just in case it's better. Our current stuff, like that, would be an upgrade because all we really care about is damage. So let's put that on for 10% more damage. And then the rest of that stuff is no use. So we can start chucking some of it away once we teleport out. Fortified bunkers just here immediately on the left. This one's not too bad, I don't think. And then this will be Act 3 done. In the not too distant future. Keeps depths look annoying. You never know exactly where you're going on this tile set. It's, again, running around trying to find everything is not good. Like bounties are a necessary evil sometimes. I'm really pleased they put the visions in the game because it does just mean that you don't have to, worry about any of this nonsense of running around, getting lost, looking for one straggling enemy, and it still baffles me that Diablo 4, one of the main endgame systems, was based on bounties, which is like everybody's least favourite part of Diablo 3. I did play a bit of PTR for Diablo 4. I was quite pleased. I think the game's definitely moving in the right direction. And lest we forget, Diablo 3 was in a pretty sorry state when it launched. It was, not well received at all. So there is hope for the future. But it's nice to see that there's returning player base for D3 every season at the moment. How long that will carry on for, I strongly suspect a while until D4 gets into a really nice spot where it's a bit more fun to play, where it's a bit more kind of casual friendly. I still think we're going to get people coming back. And when we have popular seasons like ethereals, sanctified items, that sort of stuff. I think we'll get some players will return. Now there is an argument to do this on Torment 1 for slightly better drops, but I think the speed is the key really, and I think we can just about cope with Master at the moment. We probably only need a couple upgrades. So that's done. So we've got 3 left. We're approaching the hour mark. And once you've done the bounties, you've really broken the back of the season journey. The rest of the stuff is very easy in comparison. Okay, so clear, enter Icefall Caves, cleanse the curse chest. Okay, I thought we were on one of these kill everything, but we are not. We are just simply grabbing the curse chest. Oh, please, game, come on, drop me some Stewart's Greaves. Make this nicer. No Death's Breath off that elite, but I thought we may as well kill it whilst we go. Curse chest events are generally fairly easy. We don't need to have the golem off cooldown. It'll be off cooldown soon. One of the arguments for jumping into Visions of Enmity actually is you increase your chances of finding the legendary items, which will help. But it's so lucky dip. You've got no real way of controlling what the game might drop you legendaries. They might all be useless. I think last time I did this, we ended up getting like Dainty's Binding, which is belt for big 50% damage reduction, was really helpful. I think we got the Wisdom of Kalan amulet maybe. It's fun, but if you're trying to do it as fast as possible, you just want the certainty of getting to 70 and ignore the rest of it. But if this curse chest was an event in Diablo 3, there would be tons of shit on the ground. It'd be almost practically impossible to avoid. Right, so we can put another couple of points in move speed. I'm going to leave that topaz. We've missed it. We should have picked it up, but say la vie. Right, this guy's spawned quite early into the ruins of Session, so that is good for us. I've got 50 enemies to kill as well. Ooh, and I can hear a goblin. I really hope it's a Bloodshard one. Bloodshard goblin will be quite big now, because that will give us a few goes at the satchel for the Demon Hunter. Right, that is the dude dead. So all we need to do now is try and find the goblin, which is here. Come back here, Chief. Oh, it's a vault. Now this would be worthwhile jumping into for Torment 16. You'd go, you'd kill Greed, you would get your Boon of the Hoarder. Sod it, let's just do it, because again, it's a realistic example, isn't it? It's not fair for me to just ignore it and say, well, you wouldn't bother. We would definitely have had the gold, as it turns out, to have purchased the plans from the vendor. Hey ho, let's just try and whiz through this. I'm thinking we might get some DBs from doing this as well, so worthwhile a little look-see. So like that, another 2. Because you never know, maybe we'll get God tier luck on the bow upgrade. Maybe we'll get maybe we'll get Yangs. That'd be nice. So again, if I was just trying to get this done as fast as possible, I would ignore all this, but I'm trying to keep this like a moderately realistic example. So look at that. Look at all those DBs. A whole bunch more plans now, including a jeweler one. So we could have got away with it. We could have done a set of bounties earlier, as it transpires. But this is luck. There's no guarantee your goblin is going to spawn a Greed's Realm. Just one of those things. So you will be on the lookout for any bows to just basically upgrade. We're also kind of on the lookout for any, if we do, are fortunate we do find any legendary items, we're looking for anything with plus XP that still allows us to wear the 6-piece Unhallowed Essence set. That would be the ideal. And of course, Boon of the Hoarder just becomes fantastic at level 70, Torment 16, because it allows you to basically be immortal with the Goldratt Belt. Goldratt Belt is in the loot pool for every character at level 1. So again, it's one of those ones where you can just simply make another level 1 character and go. Now, Greed's quite dangerous in terms of actually doing damage. And again, we're just lacking a little bit at the moment. When the golem's available, big damage. When the golem is not available, we are not quite so big damage. So one more golem should do it. Oh, just teleported right through them. You know, it's funny, on Torment 16, obviously, by the time you normally get around to doing this chick, you absolutely, like, one-shot her, so you never worry about the mechanics at all. You didn't even think about them. 8 million gold, so again, we would have had enough to get it, and we've picked up some legendary items. Unfortunately, both are swords, which is not really what we wanted. We could extract the nares and equip this, I guess. Let's have a little look-see. If one of them's ancient, then that's going to be a big deal, because that's going to be damage increase. It is not. I mean, I probably wouldn't bother extracting the nares into the cube. We got a nice high roll of 96 anyway, so I think that's worth it. No bows, that's fine. We now got the Boon of the Hoarder gem. Right, did we finish that bounty? No, we didn't. Oh, we should have finished the bounty. We should have killed it. 8 enemies. So excited jumping into greed. Getting greedy. So again, another couple of minutes saved here if we just mopped up those last 8 enemies before jumping into greed. Which of course would have been pretty easy to do. Just 3 more and then this bounty will be done. And there we go. Well done, Mr. Golem. Right, I think, is this one an annoying one? This is, again, this is a tile set. It's quite difficult to read sometimes as where you have to go. Looks like we're going to get the little indicator, which is good. Right, 6 more enemies, and then Axe Gore the Cleaver. Pop the chest on the little drive as we go. Pretty sure I pressed corpse explosion there. Yep, we've got again pretty hefty lag now. 2 more DBs. Oh, we're gonna get 2 goes of the Yangs, guys. That's quite big. That gives us at least a hope. Okay, so that is another set of bounties done. Small chance of legendary items out of your bounty cache. Not great chances at the moment. Let's get these plans done. Dush. A couple of jewellery ones out of that one. I think on balance you'd probably be okay getting 1 or 2 of the bounties done pre 70, but it is a bit of a risk. So acts 2 and 3 are done. We just need 4, 5 and 1. Rakanoth is somebody we need for our little checklist for the bounties. So let's go do him. The season journey even. We need to get the rest of those Paragon points in at some point. I mean, that is annoying. I'm just going to ignore that guy. Ignore the goblin. Because I kind of want to get this done. 6-piece ASAP. So you might well be at Torment 16 in like 3 hours doing this, I think, because we're going to end up with the Boon of the Hoarder. It'd be quite quick, I think, to roll a gold wrap. A Dead Man's Legacy satchel's not going to take that long to pop out, rolling all of your blood shards on it. And that is Rakanoth done. So let's mop up the rest of these bounties. I hope that these are nice and zippy and fast. So find the portal to Leoric's Gardens, no problem. Just follow the indicator. So I'm thinking down and then to the right, or it could be up and to the right. It looks like we've finally got a 50-50 call correct. Hopefully not speaking too soon. Let's just keep heading right and then try and turn up at the last minute. There's a little event inside here where I think we'll just have to click the shrines and that should end the event. So in we go, click the cursed chest, and we just need to click these shrines. So let's get around it in a direction like this. Okay. We'll then have to kill all the enemies, but that shouldn't be too much bother. Last one. And now we just need to mop all these guys up. Very much like an Echoing Nightmare, this little quest. That's what it feels like. Oh. Where is the last enemy? Of course, hiding in the corner. Pop the chests. Never know you look. Mainly gems, I think, is the reason. If we get some more Imperials, then again, for the Demon Hunter when we make it, just adds that little bit of extra damage immediately out the gate. That is not an enemy. I'm going to kill 100 dudes, so let's just try and blow up what we can. Another goblin. We're heading the wrong way though. We're getting distracted. We're ending up away from where we want to be, so we're going to leave it. Oh, are we? No, we're not. Again, another one of these. They go backwards tile sets. Did it escape? I think it probably escaped. We should have followed it. Didn't realise it was going to hook back around on itself. Do. Right, so we're nearly at the 90 enemies. Aspect of Terror. See you later. Bounty done. Legendary item. Oh god, another weapon. Anything but weapons game. I mean, it might be ancient, I suppose. So 1 in 10 chance every time something drops it's going to be ancient. And if it is, I probably would extract the nares then, because I think it should be like 15, 20%, maybe 30% increased damage depending on how the item drops. Right, this is just Cursed Cleanse Chest. Cursed Cleanse Chest? Cleanse Cursed Chest even. But yeah, very excited to actually get started on Season 31 EU tonight, for real. Very excited to play Necromancer, because we're going to get that massive benefit from the cube. Really do think we're going to have some real power with Nova. And potentially actually some Necro speed builds, because Necro, I think for solo speeds, is a little lackluster. But with the open cube, that hopefully changes quite considerably. Wizard, again, really excited to do that. I think there's going to be some interesting seasonal unique builds. I'm going to hook around to the right. But yeah, things we're trying to work out in Deathwish Sword and stuff. I think that's going to be interesting, going to be fun. I just need this to spawn the waves, blow them up with a corpse explosion. We've still got Paragon to add as well. But I seem to eternally forget about adding those Paragon points. God, the Asia Challenge Rift, guys, so bad. So bad. I've practiced it like 10 times before today. It still took me 2 tries this morning. Absolutely horrific. Really wish that somebody just checked those. I'm going to blame... Well, let's blame that. Let's blame the cube thing on that. So stressed after trying to do that ridiculously difficult challenge rift that's why I messed up the cube. It's not my potato ability. It is most definitely that is the problem. Right, one last one in Act 4, and then we've only got 1 and 5 to do, and we're going to reset until we get Sidea. No, not Sidea. Maybe Queen Arene. I think we might have to do that on Torment 2 though. So maybe it doesn't matter. Now you don't have to do your season journey in order, which obviously is kind of the tact that I'm taking. I'm just gonna, like, I only care about getting the 6-piece suit. So I don't really care about doing it in order. I don't care about getting the 2-piece before, because obviously we're going to do it on the Necro with a view to it being, that's, you know, we're going to go off and play Demon Hunter, because Demon Hunter, the 2 and 4-piece UE bonuses are not good. Golem, come on. Again, having to like smash that 6 times before the game registers it. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it shows that we've actually got some people showing up for season 31. We'll just ignore that. We need to kill 75 enemies. Doesn't matter whether they're yellows or little crappy enemies. Just need to get some stuff killed. There we go. And a corpse explosion. Again, if we were sticking on Necro, you'd be picking up all these 2-handed scythes, looking to upgrade them in the cube to save the materials from crafting them, but on the basis that we're going DH, baby, we don't need to do that. Right, 3 more enemies. I'm not going to bother popping that cursed chest because it's just going to interfere with teleporting back home. So that's done. Right, so we really need, is that Act 4 or is that Act 5? It was 4. So I don't think Act 5 matters. I think Act 1, we can fish for... No, in fact, I don't think it matters at this point. I think we may as well just do the Act 1 and Act 5, and just get them boxed off. Let's pop that on because it's a little better. Don't need any toughness, I don't think. But yeah, I'm not sure there's any more bosses that we can kind of double fish through. So let's just get this done and we'll load up the little checklist and see what it suggests doing next. We're gonna have to do Ishwal. He's definitely on the first page. We didn't check that staff either. Really want that to be a Bloodshard Goblin. I mean, a Gen 1's fine, you know. Again, for starting off the season, absolutely fine. Oh. You can throw stuff away whilst teleporting, you just need to not accidentally click to move. I'm going to get stuck now. Again, potato gameplay. You'd think I'd be better at this. You really, really would. Clear Scavenger's Den. So up to the north for this one from the waypoint is where the indicator is sending us. An hour and 20 minutes. As I say, once this is done, once these bounties are done, that is very much the back broken of this. That's even with screwing up, wasting 10 minutes having to get the cube twice, and without the corpse explosion gloves, which I know I said I was going to let go. No, I did. But 86% chance of finding them. That is nuts. Use the golem. Again, I'm thinking we might have enough Death Breath for 3 to 4 goes at a Yang's. Don't want to get frozen. We're going to get frozen. Right, okay. Just go up. Popping all the chests. Just hoping to hear that little ka-ching legendary sound and for it to be a delicious pair of Stuart's Greaves to make these last couple of bounty runs all the faster. Resplendent chest, anything? Nope. Although we now do have the indicator on for the enemies, so that makes things a little better. Pick up an amulet, because you never know, they could have double crit on. Okay, so that is that done. Let's go kill the butcher. Oh, it wasn't an amulet, it was an offhand. Again, as much of this stuff as we can ignore. It's really difficult to go through this quickly because you're just so used to seeing monsters and wanting to press the button that blows them to smithereens. But again, just efficiency. If you can ignore this stuff, it will be better for you. Which is where teleport comes in handy, because you can just kind of skip through a whole bunch of it without having to stop to blow it up. I don't think we need to worry about the rift until we get to like Torment 4. That was probably a poor choice using the golem there, because we now are going to have to wait for it to come back off cooldown for the butcher, which again can like early on can be a little bit of a difficult fight because there's a lot of fire on the ground, quite hard to actually avoid damage. He grabs you, pulls you in, he stuns you, but it looks like we might get it back just in time. So let's try and get our 4 Nair skills up for the poison. We can play this dude at his own game and stun him. And there we go. Butcher is down. Another 2 DBs. Right. Okay. 2 more on Act 1. Really should have a look at this staff, but let's finish the bounties first, I think. I tell you what, it only takes a second, doesn't it? And it could be ancient, although it would require going back to town to do the extraction. It is not ancient. But, I mean, it would be a few Forgotten Souls. Like, early on, they're kind of handy to get. No DB off that elite. Right, we just need to find the guy now. Kill the 75 enemies, no problem. No problemo. I think he's going to be this way and then up. Let's hope we're right. Looks like we are. Okay, done. Oh, stupid skeletons coming through the window. They're coming through the window, guys. Projectiles. Homing pads. Such a nice quality of life item. You can teleport without having to worry about being hit by all this stuff that is fired upon you. Right, this is the last one for Act 1. And then we just got one more act, which is Act 5. And we're doing the last stand of the Ancients. Done, done, done. So, get rid of these plans as well, I guess. Oh, legendary off Iron Rose! And a legendary amulet. Okay, that's nice. This could be big. Because we now do extra damage with Nova. We're probably not going to use it on this run. But if we find another level 70 scythe, I mean, you could upgrade it. Let's put that on for extra damage. Let's do these two plans. So that is that side of the journey done. So yeah, we're getting a couple of plans sometimes. So I think there's a possibility that we could have skipped. We could have done a bounty pre-70, so that's interesting to know for next time. At like level 55 or something, you could just simply go and do that. Get a set of bounties done, 55, post 70, then we are actually able to pick up multiple jeweler plans. Relies on RNG a little bit though, which is what makes me a little nervous about it. Right, we don't want to click that guy. He's not the actual bounty, I don't think. Grab the white mats. So up here to the northeast. I generally, now with the Visions of Enmity, I'm really pleased to say I don't spend much time doing bounties. Even with the double bounty caches in the altar, I still do not find this a fun way to spend my time in this game. I would much rather be rifting. Which I suppose in a way is a shame. I get it. Like, all these things have been specifically designed so that they're fun to do and they represent a little mini story or an event. But ultimately, to me, Diablo is just about killing monsters, dropping loot, random generated maps. I'm not really very interested in listening to talky, fairly crummy dialogue whilst I wait for this monster to spawn, or I can even kill it. But that's just me. Right, so we'll pick up that because it's a ring. Or an amulet. It is a ring, it is much better. Let's shove that in for more damage. Could do the bound shaman. Bound shaman. So this would be a fast start for Necro. Because I think one of the things you really want to get early on is going to be your Blood Nova going. So maybe we are coming full circle and I am actually going to end up balking my own luck for the season start. So for this one, we're just going to kill these shamans. And they are indicated on the map, fortunately. Again, having some input lag with mashing corpse explosion. And now we just need to mop up the rest of the enemies. Again, corpse explosion not going off when we're pressing it. Don't know, maybe I'm just missing. I am used to playing with the room with the bigger area for leveling, so maybe that's it. Okay, bounty is done. Don't care if there's a chest. Let's go do the plague tunnels. A little bit more move speed in Paragon. A little bit more crit chance. A little bit more armor. A little bit more resource cost reduction. So we're gonna have like half an hour to mop up the rest of this. That guy dropped. He dropped a pass. That's nice. Do not care about that cursed chest, so we're just gonna ignore it. West March is hard. Lots of the tile sets look kind of like this. It's quite difficult to find your way around. I'm thinking up and right is where I'm going to plan and go. Just like hitting tab every so often, trying to keep in touch with where it is that it looks like it might be. Resplendent chest. Oh, legendary. Another offhand. That's funny. Bone ringer. So we are finding some necro items. We've got 100 bloodshots. That's 4 goes of the satchel. It's not many. And obviously, again, pot luck. If we'd run into bloodshot goblin or 2, we would of course have some to spend. If we'd hit the corpse explosion gloves immediately, I would have saved all the shards for the demon hunter. Of course, you don't have to be demon hunter. You can do this on any class, of course, which is good. So wizard in particular, again, has also got quite poor 2 and 4 pieces. Not too bad to 70. It's not. I don't think it's as bad as demon hunter, but still not the fastest. So you'd be better placed. Plus necro shares any main stat. So you know, if you did get really lucky and you got yourself a convention of elements, something like that, it would be you could pass it straight over because it would have intelligence on it. So we've had some Discord messages whilst we're going on. Jordan and Zero both keen to touch base season launch there, which is nice. And I think somebody offering me pornography, which is just wonderful. It's what every person wants from the Discord. Random people offering them dodgy websites. It's lovely stuff. It's great that humanity has moved on so far. Okay, elite enemy. Where's the rest? Where's the rest of you buddies? There they are. Is that a bow? No, it just says vow. I don't think we found a bow. Oh god, lag again. Look at that. Feel sick. Right. So this is it. This is the last bounty. We just need to do some vendor training and we'll be on to now. I absolutely need to remember not to collect the bags on necro, because that would be 100 times worse than the cube thing. Right, this guy Uziel quite difficult to find again. It's this kind of confusing west march, ambling tunnels. It's funny, this game improved so much with Reaper of Souls. Like, it was such a good expansion, but like honestly, the level design here, it's just horrible. Like, it's cool and atmospheric to play through as like the campaign, everything's burning, Malthael set everything on fire with Urziel. You know, as like a playthrough for the story, it was good, but in terms of actually hanging out in a playable zone for your character, like in bounty mode, or this tile set for like rifts, it's garbage. Absolutely rubbish. Like, the makeup of the levels you play is just so important to your experience in ARPGs. Flow is a massive thing, and flow is broken by a lot of things. Excessive crowd control, like being slowed, stunned, frozen, breaks your flow. Getting lost breaks your flow. Going backwards upon yourself. It's just a shame that it seems like a lot of these things have really persisted into D4. And instead of taking what was the most popular thing from Diablo 3, which is greater rifts, and everybody loves things like Festering Woods, battlefields, you know, the really fun maps that flow really well. We've not gone and done that. We've doubled down on lots of this kind of like linear level design. But the pit has been added for Season 4, so I'm hoping that's going to be very, very similar to Greater Rifts. That was my experience playing it on the PTR. I'm a little bummed that you have to probably have a pretty endgame character to be able to do it. My great desire would be that they end up putting the pit in at level 1, so that we can all just basically go and play it immediately. That would be nice. That would be the dream. Right, that should be those done, and that should be the bounties done. Thanks, Tyrael. My man. So we have bounty plans in hand, bounty materials in hand, a whole bunch of stuff there. Again, some lucky so-and-so is going to get a rogue out of doing that, which is just going to be fantastic. Right, let's have a little look. I don't think we need any of this stuff, so let's just salvage all of it. No bows in there, no bows in there. I'll have a look at this. Again, I can't really see us using it, even if it is ancient. It isn't. I'm going to just get rid of this stuff because I'm not going to play Necro. So, whatever. We've got our nice little Yeti dude pass. Bumble. Okay, so Shift J, not Shift L, brings up the season journey. So we need to do a Nephilim Rift on Expert. We need to kill Sidea, craft level 70. We need to reroll something at the Mystic, and we need to transmog it. We need to find a yellow weapon, actually. That's going to be what we need. So let's go do Sidea. And then she's boxed off. And then Ishwal. And then it's just a case, I think, of turning the game up to do the other bits. We've got a fully equipped follower as well. We're just going to ignore that dude. Don't need any gold for the purposes of this run through. Again, of course, you would stop and you would do it. If you wish to get the gold, you might just simply be single-minded in attempting to get your 6-piece suit as soon as possible. I feel like we've been unlucky with drops here. We've had several legendary items. We just really wanted something that wasn't in the weapon slot because our Nares is really good. We could extract it, but it's not really. Like, if we had a rubbish rolled one, like 76%, something like that, then yeah, I'd be much more likely to actually bother extracting it. But on the basis that it isn't, I'm kind of less fussed. Right, I'm going to ignore this. Not a very good hero. We're just leaving them to die. And I think you just follow this round until you get to Sidea. Again, it's another one where it's quite easy to get lost. But you're just spiraling down into the centre. Waller. I mean, annoying. Again, annoying. Right, so let's get Sidea done. We do need to keep a lookout for a weapon because we need to re-roll a socket, and then we need to transmog it, and then we need to give stuff to the follower because this poor dude has not had anything throughout this whole process. We've been pretty stingy. We can give him our stuff. Obviously, he can't take necromancer things, so we need an offhand as well, actually. I mean, you can buy stuff from vendors, so it's not the end of the world. So we've got Scythe. He can't wear that. He can wear a ring, though. Oh, amulet, even. Right, okay, so that is Sidea. We need to do Ishwell, who I think is Act 4. So let's go do him. We've got Magda to do as well. And I think after that we've got to increase to Torment 2. We can roll a socket on that weapon as well when we get back to town. Obviously it's easy to do these bosses with bounties because you get the little indicator telling you where it is. Let's go for the goblin. Let's not go for the goblin, he's run off. Changing my mind, like absolutely nobody's business here. I'm just trying to press far into this. It's normally like just basically if you just head away from the way you came in, eventually you will stumble across the entrance to Ishwell. Again, need to do him for the Staff of Herding. We'll come back with a juiced up teleport monk, I think, to do the runs on that because it's just incredibly much faster. And I'm guessing it's going to be this way. Yep. I mean, again, you're hoping he drops this Staff of Herding plan. I don't think the difficulty makes any difference for the drop rate for that. So again, you know, in your season, you can get lucky. You can one-shot it. My experience is it takes many more runs because I just seem to perennially have bad RNG. Let's blow up these corpses. Oh, he freezed into me. Like, I don't mind crowd control on bosses excessively. I really don't because it's a little bit like I expect the boss to do nasty stuff to you. When it's like almost every single elite has got like freeze and all that kind of stuff on it, that's less fun. Right, so we'll go kill Magda. And then this should be done, I think, with pre-Torment 2 stuff. We're going to leave the GR20 and T4 to the last thing. You may as well because you're going to be in the best possible position to get it done. Like supporting items and all that kind of jazz. Again, it'll be a little slow doing it as things stand without finding anything better. Without wishing to spend any resources on this necromancer whatsoever. It might be a little slower than we would like, the T4. Again, RNG just comes into it so much with drops, weapons, you know, all that kind of stuff. Right, so I think we now need T2. And from there... Right, so we want to roll a socket onto this. First try, thank you. We want to transmog it to anything, don't really care. So the rift is just on chapter 1. We've got to do the rift and fully equip the follower and craft a level 70 ring or amulet. So I think we just need gems in hand, which we do have, so that is good. So that's that done. Mr. Follower is going to need some form of weapon. before we can tick that off. That's all done. Nephilim Rift we can do. Craft Imperial Gem we will do now. We've got to extract something in the cube anyway, as it turns out. So we need to craft an Imperial, doesn't matter which one. So that's that done. So then all we've got to do, T1 Rift, Key Wardens T4, Queen Arena T2. Yeah, so we are looking for a weapon for the follower, and we need to go up to Torment 2. Mop up Arena. So this definitely would have been doable in 2 hours had I not cocked it up, or if we'd had a little bit more luck, but I think we're going to be just over. And then the next one is T4, that's where we need to go next. Of course, if you're doing your actual season journey, you do it in order, because you may as well. We've got the bounty for Queen Arena. That is somewhat helpful because we get a little bit of an indicator as to where she is. We need to extract something into the cube, so again we need to maybe be on the lookout for something. I mean, we can do that at the end. That can be the last thing, can't it? We can go and clear the GR20. It's not going to be this way. I think it's going to be down. Again, I always get lost in this. It's like very lucky dip as to which way to go. It is not down. Is it right? Was I going the right way all along? I'm going to try and go right, and it's not going to be right. Yeah. I don't play bounties, guys. What can I say? I don't play them. I don't like them. Just in case you couldn't tell, just in case I didn't mention 17 times already. And this is a particularly unfun one. Again, simple reason your flow is just disturbed all the time because the spiders just crowd control you and you get slowed. And your character is like walking through sludge, and that to me is not fun. Going fast is fun. Blowing stuff up is fun. Being powerful is fun. Let's ignore. How many DBs did we get? 57. So it looks like we're just going to get the 2 goes at Yang's. But 2 goes is better than nothing. It's better than none. We're at okay for damage on this. It's not amazing, but it's certainly good enough. Grab the 25% damage reduction from the shrine. May as well. Unfortunately, she is going to get through her animation and run off. So our goal... I mean, it'd be nice if we could knock one of the animations off. She's got 3. But we're quite clearly not going to do that. We're going to have to put up with all of them, I'm afraid. But we'll get it next time. I think with the golem with the corpses, just needed to stand still. Right, where are you going to land, giant spider? Come on, golem. Give her a good slap. There we go. 2 more DBs to add to the pile. Right, and that's done with Torment 2. That's the only thing we have to do on Torment 2. So, we just need to leave, reset, and we're on to Torment 4 stuff. Oh, I'll tell you what, let's grab that. Is that a Crusader shield for the follower? No. Excellent. So let's pop that on. We're going to have to make him a token, I think. So Skeleton King, Torment 4, and Key Wardens T4, I think, are the only things we have left. Let's see if we happen across some Templar pieces. Okay, Okay, looks like we're getting locked out the game. So let's try and relog back in. Pretty please, game. I still can't believe I didn't pick up the cube. It's gonna haunt me for the rest of my days, that. But it means we can definitely improve upon this next time around. It's funny this game can be so old and still have bugs leaving and joining games. Right, I don't know how squishy we're going to be. We might have to have a little look at the gear, basically. Like, these shoulders look a little bit rubbish to me. Skeleton King is here, so let's go do him. He's normally not too bad. Now, if we don't have the damage for T4, your options are go and do a Lod Gem rift, so go do 2 rifts to get the Lod Gem. I'm kind of hoping we don't have to. The other option would be to make a level 1 Necro and chuck our 125 massive amount of blood shards at the problem and see if we couldn't get the Corpse Explosion gloves, because of course with those and the Nairs you'd be absolutely flying. You'd be T6 easily, I think, with that combination. But the chances of getting that with like 125 shards is pretty limited. Ooh, legendary! I heard the bing. It's a helmet. What is it? Ooh, that would be really handy for Rathma. Is the Fate's Vow helm. That is going straight in the cube to complete our extraction quest, I think. Because I like having the Sages set. Come on, Sleepy. Up you get. Let's just ID this. Unfortunately, our bone armor stacks have dropped, and we complete the little quest thing for bone armoring him. We just need him to spawn some ads. This is unfortunately going to probably take a little bit of time, because without the corpse, I was definitely budgeting on having Corpse Explosion gloves in my 2-hour estimate. Probably also wasn't anticipating screwing up the cube either. We might just have to go for it like a scythe, upgrade a one-handed scythe, actually. Because we've got an okay chance of getting a modifier. Maybe we should have hung on to that Iron Rose. We could have done, because we might have got the Siphon Blood jobby. Ooh, getting headachy again. So there's only four more difficult enemies to kill after this. After this guy is down, gotta go do the Key Wards. I think that's done, unless I've miscalculated something, which is very, very possible. Oh, he's teleported. That is very unfortunate. Oh, he's given us a pair of gloves. Please be Corpse Explosion gloves. They are not. But they are kind of helpful. It's the Golem gloves. I can't remember the name. The Golem drops a corpse. Moribund gauntlets, ancient as well. Sexy. We will take. Let's do this, because I just want this to be faster. Right, Scythe of the Cycle. Let's extract into the cube, because we need to do that anyway. Scythe of the Cycle. There we go. So, Bone Spear now does way more damage, which is handy. Got some more Paragon points to allocate. And then let's go and do the 4 Key Wardens on Torment 4. Is it just here? Is he just here? He is. My god, he hurts like absolute hell. Oh, stop running off, dude. These things are difficult with no gear. It is, you know. Don't worry, it's fine. But you've only got to kill them just the once, and then it's done. Another couple of DBs, handy. His lockout mechanic is very annoying, but that's that done. I guess you would grab up these things. Right, Mr. Follower, did we get anything for you? You can have a pair of braces, that is fine. You can have those gloves, that is fine. You can have that belt, that is fine. So that is Act 1 done. 2 is the Delgor Oasis. And we're looking for the purple arrows on these. Now obviously Scythe of the Cycle would work with Nova, it would work with mages, there's a whole bunch of stuff that it would work with. But as we're using a Bone Spear anyway, I think we'll stick with that. This guy's got Suppressor, I think, which is annoying for our projectiles. Again, he'll probably kill us, I suspect. Maybe he won't, because we actually have the 10 stacks of bone armor. Again, pick that stuff up just in case any of it is follower bound. We go to Act 3. Mighty Belt, Dagger. He can take the dagger, can't he? There we go. I mean, obviously we can give him our stuff. It's just going to be the relic, I think, is what we're going to end up having to craft. So again, just ignore all this stuff. Just head straight to the Key Warden. Again, bit of RNG. Sometimes this dude can spawn absolutely miles away on the other side of the map. Sometimes you can spawn like right there at the entrance. It looks like we've got one of the earlier ones, which is like just off here to the right. So that is happy days. Drop the golem on him. Forgot to get our Nair stacks up, which would have been more damage for us on the corpse explosion. But the 30% damage reduction from the bone armor is coming in pretty clutch at the moment, as is just corpse explosion in general. Right, okay, so that's Act 2 done. Oh no, that was Act 3, we've done Act 2, so just one more, is it? Is this just it? One more Key Warden? And then we'll go do the Rift, T4 Rift. And then, because that we need to unlock GR20, and we do that with a T4 Rift. And that counts as doing our Master one. And yeah, we're not going to be too far out the 2-hour time frame with making so many mistakes. I wonder if you got a perfect run and you were practiced at this, could you get a 6-piece suit in like an hour and a half? If you got the good luck. I do wonder. Let's just do the follower thing now. So it is Templar Relic. mats in hand, which is nice. So to get this done, you can just chuck your stuff on him and then just grab it back immediately. So that's it done. Easy come, easy go, Cormac. Sorry about that, buddy. I love you really, but... right. Like being in Act 1. Act 1 for good luck, do we think? I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay doing Torment 4 with just what we've got. We are on Torment 4. Yep, we are. So I'm trying to think what else there was to do. There'll probably be something. There's a high chance I've missed something. We might well die in here because we're going to be a little squishy. Again, bone armor's massive. That's what she said. When you can get it up to the 30% damage reduction, 10 stacks, really good. It is nice. Without it, it is less nice. The golem ants are really good for damage reduction, as well as making golem much better. Conduit pylons are obviously big help. I'm trying to keep my eye out for any bows, but we're not really coming across any. I don't think. It's very, very possible I've missed a few. Bounty chests are probably going to be your best source. Bloodshot Goblin. Excellent. Come on. Come on. You know you want to give us a Yang's recurve. You know you want to. You absolutely know you want to. Necro Corpse Explosion thrives off density. You can see just how easy this Torment for it compared to like those bounties that you're running around and they're so slow. Look how fast this is because it does just love a bit of density. If we die, we're going to be squishy because we're going to drop our bone armor, which is not good. Again, these pools, man. Pools of stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the exit? Exit, is it here? There's a pool of blood. No. Down here, to the right, possibly. Or is it up? Is it up? Have we got literally so close to it? And the game's been like, no, we're not going to show you where the exit is. I bet it's here, but it's right there where my cursor is. No, it isn't. Okay, I take that back. Where on earth is the exit? Is it down? I managed to get lost on a Torment 4 map. I mean, this has literally been the definition of what can possibly go wrong will go wrong. So let's hope, for my sake, let's hope for your sake that I've taken your bad luck for you. It's down. What a weird little tile set. Yeah, there we go. The exit was, of course, right next to the entrance. Why would it not be? Why not? Well, we've managed to get ourselves a power pylon, so that is good. That is bueno. You know, will it still be up by the time the Guardian arrives? Probably not. Rift Guardian fight could be a little difficult depending on what it is the game drops us for that. That'll be the same for the GR20. Could be a little bit of a tricky one. No ads is going to be slightly problematic. But at least we've got the Scythe of the Cycle for the bone. Bone spear. So we do have that. The blue I seem to have just lost completely. Who knows where it is. But this is probably as bad as this gets. Like the little dudes who blow the spear things. They're annoying. Fatties are annoying for the Necro. So I'm optimistic that GR20 is not going to be beyond us in terms of toughness. It might be a little tricky to start off with. I suppose we could have had more things going on. I could have upgraded that scythe and got a Jesseth. That would have been difficult. There we go. So it won't come as complete until we get back and speak to Ulrich. Again, all we found is weapons. All we found. Every single drop has been a weapon. Right, so what are we doing? We need to get rid of stuff in our inventory, I guess. We just need to basically do a do the rift. I think that's it. Let's just have a quick look whilst we're waiting for the map to climb down. So Great Rift Solo is chapter 4. Chapter 3 is all dunsies. Chapter 2 is all dunsies. Chapter 1 is all done. So GR20 solo, and this is it. Now we can actually roll like the shards and stuff on the Necro. It doesn't matter. Quiver is in the pool. Let's do that before I forget, actually, because we don't want to do that at level 70. And there's the Deadmans! Deadmans! We got a Deadmans! That is ridiculously incredible. That is fantastic. That is like Torment 12 immediately out the box. And how many DBs did we get? 43. So we've only got one bow. Well, there we go. The luck maybe evened out in the end. Can we get a Yangs? My character's teleporting around all over the place. Let's see. Can we get the Yangs? We do not. So we get Kinder shot. But still, that's going to be handy. Right, GR20. We should have added the Paragon points. And can we do that after the start? We can. Nice. Yo. Not that way, filthy. Right, first task, bone armor up to 10 stacks, please. This is actually, the coding is off with the Greater Rifts. I think this should be a little bit easier than Torment 4. Again, bone armor at 30% is going to be very helpful. Depends on mob type. You know, spear chuckers, like as an example, hurt a lot more than most other things. These arcane lasers are going to absolutely wreck us if we don't get that killed. We're on cheat death, which is not good. Let's go this way. Now, I think this would take so much longer on Demon Hunter and Wizard in particular, as I said earlier. I think those two classes would be super slow at this. And I did this last season. I did it on Monk. It took, I think, 3 hours. But I was probably a little inefficient doing it. Albeit I didn't use the bag. So there is that as well. There's that guy done. I need to keep a little eye on bone armor, because we're going to need it if we die, because we need to reset it again. Because without 30% damage reduction, T4 is going to be a bit of a struggle. Particularly because, again, I haven't spent any time rolling the items. So moderately successful in the end. Let's think. yeah, definitely the cube was a screw up. Definitely the gloves were unlucky. But I suppose that's evened out by getting that Dead Man's Legacy. Like, that's a couple of tier jumps, like straight out the gate. Once you get your 6 pieces, you can wear all that because the cube, because of the second altar node, we can just stick all that stuff on, and we'll have a Kinder Shot, Dead Man's Legacy, 6 pieces of UE, and you'll be able to like power level yourself. Just Torment 6, so it might take 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, but that'll be 2.5 hours for an almost fully kitted out Demon Hunter. You've only got one thing left to go, which is basically going to be your bow. So just hang out in General Rifts, do your keys, try and get some Death's Breath. On the Demon Hunter, of course, bows will drop with somewhat regularity. And each one you get, just make sure you shove it in the cube, hit the upgrade button, and keep going until you get your Yang's recurve. And once you do that, you're going to be T16 immediately. So with a little bit of RNG, you could be at T16, I think, for like 3 hours the season, and that's crazy. You know, it was similar last season with Inner. Inner's a very cheap build to put together. So any of these builds that are quite cheap, like Demon Hunter, Gears of Dreadlands, UE, they're both quite cheap. There's not much you have to get. Inner's cheap. You know, you compare it to other things in the game, you've got to find legendary braces, weapons. You know, like, for instance, setting up a Sun Wuku monk is really difficult because you've got to get the exact fist weapon. You know, some of the wizards trying to get wands can be difficult. It's why I like starting Necro every season, because Necro is generally quite easy to put together because the modifiers are just so super easy to come by, which is very nice. I'm not sure how many times I'm going to die on the Guardian, but we will find out. That was unfortunate. We procced cheat death. Come on, teleport me, game. Teleport me. Right. We're going to get one shot probably. Let's find out how bad. Oh, that's not too bad. Probably should have saved the bone armor. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. Actually, we're going to do it without dying. What do we get? We get Helm, Pants, and Bane of the Powerful. So, Broken Crown, useful. Hexing Pants, useful. It's not bad. Drops. We've got no sockets other than this ring, but again, we could stick that on, you know. Remove gem. We can plop in that. You may as well chuck the Sage's belt to your Demon Hunter. It's not going to be a massive difference, but you may as well chuck this stuff over. The Sage's set you will put on your follower when you get to 70. Boon of the Horde, you may as well chuck it in. Again, Broken Crown, Hexing Punch, you may as well chuck them to your other character. That would be it. You would be done with the Necro. Let's shove these things in. I guess shove in the Uber Portal stuff. Right, and then now... Oh, I didn't click the... Oh, didn't click complete! I didn't click complete on the GR20! Oh, it doesn't matter. Is it all done? Guys, I'm having an absolute nightmare today. Let's call the character Potato. That seems fitting. Torment 6. Oh my god. So utterly dreadful at this. Right, there we go, the Haedrigs. I can't believe I've just had such a spurg. Right, there we go. I genuinely thought, because I hadn't clicked complete, that I was going to have to do that again, and it was going to drive me absolutely potty. Right, Paragon, move speed, or max Haedrig. Max Haedrig? Right, you want to take resource cost reduction in your helmet. You want to then just jam damage into everything else. And then, yeah, that would be that. So you would be pretty powerful on Torment 6. You just have to simply blast your way there, which of course would be very easy. So let's just hire the Templar. Let's just show you very quickly. Of course, it is gonna blast. You won't have multi-shot immediately, but you'll get it pretty quick. So this is just basically the same as we did earlier. Massacre bonus your way up to max level, and as soon as you get multi-shot, you're gonna want to equip it. So let's put on multi-shot. Oh no, we can't. We're not level 22 yet. Level 21. Level 22. Level 23. Right. Multi-shot is there. Okay. So you obviously just take all the hatred stuff, anything that generates hatred, companion, bat companion when you unlock it. But that's it, guys. You're going to be able to do T6 obviously the whole way. You won't need to drop down because you'll just literally one bang everything like this. Bush, 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 bush. It will be super easy. So I reckon it won't take you very long to get up to level 70, and then off you go. And all you would need is your Yang's recurve. Obviously, if you're doing this on Wizard, similar thing. You're looking to do upgrades to complete your build out. But that's it, guys. That was just over 2 hours. I think about 2 hours, 10 minutes, something like that, to get any Haedrig in the game. I screwed up royally several times, so you can do it faster. You can do it in an hour and a half. I've been the Filthy Casual, 6-piece Demon Hunter completed. Good luck in Season 31. Take it easy, guys. Peace.